Good afternoon, Blue Devils fans. We welcome you to LTU Sports Network coverage of college softball today from Madonna Athletic Complex on the campus of Madonna University in Florida. Is the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils taking on the Aquinas Saints in a softball doubleheader. This is game one of a two-game series, with the second game coming up later today at 5 o'clock. Good afternoon, Blue Devils fans. I'm Jan Vucker here with you on the call. It is great to have you with us for some softball here today. On Saturday, the Blue Devils split a two-game series against Indiana Tech, which was also senior day for some of the seniors. They have won 4-3 in extra innings in the first game, but have dropped in the second game 12-3 at Detroit Country Day High School. Meanwhile, for the Aquinas Saints, they're coming off of a 4-2 loss in the first game, but rebounded with a 6-0 win against U of M Dearborn on Sunday. And of course, one of the players that we'll be watching for Lawrence Tech is Sarah Hyde, the senior playing second baseman from Northville, Michigan. She is definitely one of the players to watch here for this Lawrence Tech team. So we are getting ready for some action here today, as we are moments away from the first pitch here at Madonna Athletic Complex. And the first person to bat up here today is Courtney Harden with a batting average of .351. Hit the first pitch and it will go down to the ground, so it'll be the first ball. Of course, Courtney Harden, definitely one of the key players to watch for this team of Aquinas. 1-0 goes down, and it'll be 2-0. All right, with 3 at-bats in the first game, may only have 1 hit. And it's first strike. So we got ourselves our first strike of the game. So it looks like they have stepped outside the circle. So a lot of conversation going on here on the Blue Devils mound, Blue Devils circle. So it's 3 balls and no strikes for Courtney Harden. So here we go with the first one, and she will walk it off. So Courtney Harding will head over to the first base. And next person up for Aquinas is number 14, Leah Walton, with a .426 batting average. She has started 22 of 27 games coming into today. And the first pitch is the ball. Of course, for Gloriana Sua, who is pitching today, has a 5.48 ERA. She went 3 for 6. Throw over to second, and it's going to be safe for Courtney Harden. Perodchak looked like she was stepping out of the second base bag. So Leah Vaughn gets it once again. And it's 2 balls and a strike. So Harding now in second base. 2-1. And it's in for strike number 2. It's interesting to see what will Aquinas do in the first game of this doubleheader series. 2-2. Chopper going over to short, and she'll get the tag out. So we ourselves are first out of the game, and Courtney Harding is now in third base. And next up for Aquinas, Izzy Dawson has a .391 batting average, starting all of 30 games coming into today. First one, and it went up high, so it'll be E1 ball. Izzy Dawson has 21 runs and 34 hits. Hit off the ground, so it'll be ball number 2. This Aquinas team coming into today definitely on a roll so far. Now ranked 14th in the nation. And it goes inside for a strike 1. Still Courtney Harding in third base. Oh, nice one. Goes into center field, and the run will score. So Aquinas gets on the board first. It is now 1-0. So nicely done for Courtney Harding to get the first run for Aquinas. Nicely done. Ripped it into right center. And it go up high. Next one up for Aquinas is Jordan Hummets. Jordan Hummets with a .378 batting average. Oh, and Craig won, and it'll be foul territory. So it'll be 1-1. Jordan Hummets started 27 of 29 games so far and has 82 at-bats. And it's strike 2. So Izzy Dawson still at first base. Here's the 1-2. Cranked it over to right, and still be foul ball. So still remains 1-2. Hopefully things will try to reset here. Goes off the ground, and it hit by a pitch. So Hummets will go over to first, and Izzy Dawson now going to second. So next person up is Kaylin Stafford, batting a .440. Started all 29 games coming into this season. And hopefully for the Blue Devils, they want to get things off to a good start right here. Not only for this game, but also for this series. They have some tough times throughout the season, but they're hoping to try to wrap up the season on a good note as it went off into foul territory. But like I said, the Blue Devils wanted to finish off the season on a good note. Come into this season, they had some tough time moving on ahead, but hopefully this season will go on forward. 0-1. And it's strike 2. So here we go. 0-2. Cranked it up and it's popped up. And it's going to be caught. How about that from Lauren Lampier? So it's out number 2 on the way. And next person up, batting 6. So batting 6 is Darian Roberts. Coming into today, she is batting at .230. She has started 21 of 28 games. And the first one is a strike. Nicely done by Gloriana Sua. So 0-1 on the way. And it goes off. Looks like it was hit. So it looks like it's 0-2. So let's see how things will go. 0-2. Rounded it there, and it'll be 1-2. So we got our first ball for the at-bat of Darian Roberts. Here it comes. It went up high, so it'll be 2-2. So far, 2. So we got runners on first and second. Went out ball, and this can go away. And everybody's going to stay put. So Izzy Dawson now at third, and Jordan Hummetz now at second. So it's 3-2. Here's the full count. Goes over and will be fouled. Goes over in foul territory. So still Darian Roberts. Still has a good opportunity. Payoff pitch. Goes over and gets away. And it's going to be 2-0 Aquinas as Izzy Dawson slides home. So it's a second on a wild pitch. And next person up for Aquinas is Carson Hendrickson. It's the first pitch. And we'll go up high. It'll be ball number 1. So Carson Hendrickson has a .419 batting average. She has started all 24 matches. And it gets away and went behind Larissa Marsado. So it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. And it's still 2-0 in favor of the Saints. Here it goes, and all got away, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. So here we go, 3-0. And it's a strike. So we got ourselves our first strike in the at-bat of Carson Hendrickson. Gloriana Sua so far 1-2, and it will cranked over to left, and it will be in foul territory. So far, runners on second and third. Here it comes. Goes down, and it's going to walk. So Carson Henderson walks, going over back to first base, and now we'll get all three players in their bases. And next up is Haley Holman, batting a .433 batting average. She has started 9 of 20 games so far. So hopefully Gloriana Souza will hopefully try to get things together. Goes off the ground. He'll be 2 balls. So for .2 IP for Gloriana Souza. And it'll be 3 balls in those strikes. Here it comes. And it gets away, and another walk, and the run will score. So it's now 3-0 to Aquinas. As Jordan Hummets comes home. And now we'll get ourselves a talking to for the Blue Devils. So, not a good start for the Blue Devils early on in this game. As hopefully things will get a talking to here at the circle. Hopefully strategy will definitely come to mind for Gloriana Souza. Remember, like I said, coming into today's game, she has a 5.48 ERA, 3 wins, 6 losses, made 14 appearances, starting 9. And she has a 38.1 IP. So hopefully things will come over together and see how things will go there. There's a lot of action going on here today for all of Blue Devils. Of course, lacrosse is coming up next later on tonight at 6 o'clock. So hopefully you will tune in here on the LTU Sports Network. So now let's get back to action. Emma Houseman comes on. Number 12, as the first pitch is a ball. So Emma Houseman batting a .329 batting average. Here's a 1-0 and a fly over to center field. This one is going to go, and a good catch made. And that will end the top of the first. And we welcome you back to Madonna Athletic Complex, where the score is 3-0 in favor of Aquinas. As Lawrence Tech's turn to bat up here. And it's swinging there, and we'll get our first strike. So Sarah Hodge, Sarah Hodge, making her final year at Lawrence Tech. Of course, Sarah Hodge with a 2.57 batting average. She has started all 24 games so far this season, as we'll get an 0-2 count. 0-2. And it's swinged away, and it's fouled off. So Sarah Hodge will still be at bat for the Blue Devils. So let's see how things will go. And it's popped up over to left, and it's going to go down. And here comes Sarah Hodge going forward. Here she comes, and this will be an RBI triple. Sarah Hodge, how do you do, my friend? What a start for the Blue Devils here at the bottom of the first. So next person up is Larissa Mercado. And she is batting .250. Started 27 of 30 games. And the first pitch is a ball. So Mercado is doing the damage here today. And it goes over to left, and it's be fouled off. So it'll be a first strike. So 1-1 to count. Of course, this Blue Devils team 1-15 on the season. They've been through neutral territory. So here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a strike. 1-2. So Mercado with a fill of 9.66. And it's way outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way for the Blue Devils. Here it comes. And it's popped up to short. Goes over to home, and she is safe. Sarah Hodge puts it in. And the Blue Devils are on the board. They're now trailing 3-1. So Sarah Hodge, who has an RBI triple in her first at-bat of the game, finally gets it done. So next person up for the Blue Devils is Callie Tatum with a .301 batting average. Started all 32 games. This is her 104th bat of the season, and it's popped up to short. Throw the first. She is safe. And that is some good hustle from Callie Tatum. Morgan James is up next. Number 1 with a .259 batting average. Started all 26 games this season. And this is her 59th at-bat of the season. And the first pitch is way down, so it'll be out. So it'll be ball number 1. Morgan James with 15 hits. She has a double so far in the season. So it'll be 2 balls and a strike. And it's going to be 3 balls and a strike. No, 3 balls and no strikes, excuse me. So here it goes. And it's a strike. Went inside. She started at 7 runs and 2 RBIs. And it's another strike going forward. She only has 1 home run up the season and has 11 strikeouts coming into this game. And it's a wild pitch. So runners on first and second. Cap Morgan James still at bat. And it's strike 3. So we ourselves our first out of the bottom of the first. And next up is Maisie Lawler. Maisie Lawler with a .262 batting average. Started 21 of 29 games. First pitch on the way, and it is a first strike of the game. And like I said, the Blue Devils wanted to finish the season on a good note. They wanted to make sure that the Blue Devils hoping to get things going forward. And it is a second strike of the at-bat for Maisie Lawler. So still runners on first and second. Here's the 0-2. And it's strike 3 for Maisie Lawler. So second out of the inning for the Blue Devils. And next person up is Lauren Lemper, who has made a good catch in the top of the first from foul territory. Now she got the chance to at bat here. Grounded up, popped up to short. Throw over to first. And she's out. So that will do it for the first inning. Sarah Hodge, who has got an RBI triple in this game. Now she has been on the road, finally got the Blue Devils on the board, and we're going to the second. All right, welcome back, guys. The Aquinas Saints has now gotten a 3-1 lead over the Blue Devils as we're getting ready for the second inning. Jan Vugger here with you on the call as Sua pitches up high for the first ball of the game.
Looks like the same problem. I'm sure Coach Baird told Sua here, try to get ahead this inning, as that was obviously the problem last inning and allowed the Saints to score a 3 spot there.
So Courtney Harden has been good so far, 1 for 1. And she has made 1 run so far in the inning. 1-1. And it's a ball for ball 2.
Courtney coming in 351, John. The Saints team, you look up and down this lineup, they can straight mash the ball.
And the pitch is up high for ball number 3. Courtney Arden has been definitely getting things going on here for the Saints.
Yeah, 5 home runs on the year. Got a lot of power as well.
And Courtney Harding gets a walk. And
it's going to bring up, looks like Leah Vaughn.
Leah Vaughn 0 for 1 today. No RBIs just yet. And a pitch up high for ball number 1.
So obviously, as we touched on already, having trouble finding the zone here. And when that happens, you really put your defense on their heels. They're not ready for the play necessarily. And the Saints, you can see they're just taking pitches.
And a wild pitch made, and Harding goes over to second base.
Yeah, really just trying to find the pitch that Sua can command right now. It looks like the changeup. We've seen it a couple times, and she's thrown that off-speed pitch in there for a strike, but having trouble locating her fastball early on here.
2-0, and it's a strike. Went inside. So 2-1 is the count. And Leah Vaughn making her second at-bat. Went on the ground. Harding goes to third, and she'll stay there.
Yeah, good base running by Harding. Ball in the dirt from Sua right away and got to third base. So Saints again, runners in scoring position, no outs here in the top of the second.
So 3-1 the count, and she'll walk. So Leah Vaughn will head over to first. And next up, Izzy Dawson coming in.
Yep, Dawson coming in hitting .391. She's got 3 home runs, 9 doubles on the year.
And, of course, Izzy Dawson 1 for 1 so far this afternoon.
You got to wonder on how long is the rope here on Sua. Yeah, as Schreiber's down in the pen getting warmed up for LTU.
Went up high. So it'll be ball number 1.
Looks like maybe a little stalling tactic here by LTU. They're going to have a little mound visit. Get the pen, some more throws down there. As if you're Coach Baird, you can't let this game get too far away. 3-1 in the second. Your team came back and scored a run. And then right away, you're in trouble already.
So we'll get a talking to there and hopefully trying to find some tactics going along the way.
Yep, trying obviously give her words of encouragement and tell her to relax out there. Obviously, this isn't how she wanted to start the game, so maybe the teammates just trying to calm her down a little bit and say, hey, we got you, pitch the contact, we'll make the plays for you.
And, of course, like I said, she has a 5.48 ERA and nearly trying to throw it up.
Yeah, so they just let the Lawrence Tech there let the runner just take second base. And now you got second and third situation there. On the defensive indifference, Lawrence Tech just going to let her get to second there.
So runners on second and third, and you'll be 1-1.
Yeah, there was a ball there, so it looks like 2-0, I believe.
2-1.
2-1, sorry. Yep, couldn't read the board. Close pitch there, but Sua's been all around the zone, and you're not going to get that borderline call from the ump.
So it went down, so it'll be 3-1. So Izzy Dawson making her 89th at-bat of the season. Goes over, and it'll be in foul territory.
Yeah, surprised she had the green light there. Sua's been struggling to find the zone, but when you're hitting .391, I don't think the coach is going to be too cautious with you. You're going to let it swing away, as she's got 3 home runs on the year. So
yeah,
she could put one over the fence here in a hurry. Big pitch here for Suayan. She's got to get an out here. Try to slow the Saints attack down.
Here's the payoff pitch. And it went up high, and it will be ball 4. So 3 straight walks for Gloriana Sua, and the Saints are definitely getting their bases loaded so far this afternoon.
Yep, yeah, Hewitt stepping in now. Another big hitter for the Saints, hitting 378, 5 home runs on the year. So another big at-bat for LTU. They want to keep this game in check early on.
Mets made 1 run so far today, and it'll be a strike.
Good job by Sua getting ahead. First pitch fastball outside corner. We've seen the ump calling that early on here. She needs to attack that outside of the zone.
0-1 on the way, and it's strike number 2.
They went right back to it, Jan. See, I called it there. Now see what she wants to do here. She's playing from ahead. Maybe an off-speed pitch. We've seen that changeup working so far.
Yeah, like you said, Ryan, of course, try to relax it away as the ball went down, and it will be 1-2.
Good mix there. She had a pitch to waist, little changeup. Good job by Humit. She didn't bite on it, but Sua still way ahead here in this count.
Bases are loaded here, and it's strike 3. So first out of the second inning.
Yeah, just locked her up. Looks like on the inner third, around the letters, that off-speed pitch from Sua just froze Humit's, and big pitch for her to get the first out of this inning.
Kaylin Stafford is up next. 0-for-1 this afternoon. And it's a strike. 1 on the way. Still bases loaded for the Saints here in the second inning, top of the second.
We're seeing Sua starting to find a rhythm here, Jan. Found the outside corners, 2 batters in a row. She's working from ahead. So if you're Coach Baird and Coach Couchman, the pitching coach, this is what you'd like to see.
And it's way up high, and it'll be ball number 1. So 1-1 on the way for the Saints.
Got to be careful with Stafford there, Jan, hitting 440, best average on the team. So she could get some RBIs here in a hurry.
And it'll be way out, and it'll be ball number 2. So 2-1 the count on the way.
Stafford 9 walks on the year, so she has a good eye as well.
Way out, so it'll be ball 3. So 3-1 is the count. Like I said, 3 straight walks so far for the Saints. So Sua cannot give up on another run on this. 3-1, and it'll be strike number 2. So we got ourselves a full count on the way.
A nice pitch from Sua there. Maybe a drop ball, as Stafford was aggressive. 3-1 hitters count, and give credit to Sua there. She made a timely pitch when she needed one.
So big pitch on the way. And it's ground over to short. And the run will score. Goes over to second. And the run is out on second. So 4-1 in favor of the Saints. And they're definitely cruising so far here this afternoon.
Yeah, big fielder's choice there. LTU gets an out, but the ball was just hit too high there to get the double play. So they do the best they can, get the out at second, and now try to get out of this inning, just allowing 1 run.
Trying to throw her to second and could not quite do it.
Yeah, just the ball there, just letting her go on the run. They got 2 outs. They're really just focused on the batter here. Play's going to be to first in the infield, so LTU just giving up the bag there.
Kaylin Safford went to second, and it goes over to left field, and it missed. And the 1 run will score, and another one will score. So it's now 6-1 in favor of the Saints. Going to third, and
under it. She got safe on that one.
Wow, that was a good one.
Maybe just a little beat up on the slide there, so she needs a moment. Maybe her ankle got caught. Looks like she's going to walk it off, but tough play there for the left fielder. The toughest balls now, fielders, the ball hit right at you, and you see Fife kind of came in and then realized the ball was cutting away from her on, and unfortunately got by her and allowed 2 runs to score.
And that was Darian Roberts, who got caught up in third base territories, but hopefully she'll be all right for sure. So another 3 runs scored for the Saints, and it's now 6-1. And next up is Carson Hendrickson.
That's a mouthful there, Jan.
Yeah.
I'll give you Carson Hendrickson. That's a long name.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit that last name on the back
Absolutely.
of the jersey if you had to.
Absolutely. Goes over to short, and it will be dropping down, and another one will score. So Darian Roberts, who was now hobbling a bit, now finally he has made it home, and it's now 7-1.
Yeah, first pitch fastball hitting there for the Saints, and Hendricks had wasted no time, squared that one up right through the old 5.5 Tony Gwynn hole over there for an RBI single.
So Haley Holman is next. She had 1 RBI today. And it's cranked over to left. It'll go down. Looks like it went to foul territory.
No.
So 0-1 on the way. Trying to throw it over.
I just missed high on that one. You can see Sua really, she found it there for a little bit in the middle of the inning, but just struggling to find a pitch that's consistently working for her. She's behind in the count once again.
So 1-1 and now 2-1 for Haley Holman. Starting today, coming into today, she has 8 runs on the season with 7 RBIs. She had 4 doubles and 8 strikeouts. 1-2 on the way, and it'll be popped up and into foul territory.
Yeah, you're looking at Haley Holman there. 433 average, as you touched on earlier in the broadcast, John. Limited, just 9 starts, but maybe someone for the Saints that's been earning some more playing time with the hot bat.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll get some more playing time for sure.
We wanted to cool off today a little bit, though.
Yes. I mean, she hasn't been much, especially on the field, but hopefully she's trying to get some playing time and hopefully, trying to get the best for her.
Yeah, we just want to be a little biased as the LTU broadcast. If she makes an out right here, we're okay with it.
Absolutely. Sophomore out of Otisville, Michigan. Throws over to second.
She's out.
And it's safe. Whoa.
I think they're going to say she missed the tag.
Wow. That is a big call right there. Wow. Nicole Power check.
Perozek shaking her head. I think and here comes Coach Baird.
Perozek can't believe it.
Coach Baird wants to talk to the ump because that ball beat her by a mile and looked like Perozek got the sweep tag, but the ump's, I'm assuming, saying she missed her.
Wow, Perozek can't believe it. That looks like the tag definitely beat her.
Let's give credit to Mercado there on great throw from the catcher. Put it right on the bag, and we don't have instant replay. We wish we did because I would like to see where that missed.
Hopefully we'll have instant replay for all of sports, trying to see what's going on.
We need that ESPN money. The ESPN does all those angles.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, talking to from Coach Bird, and this discussion is finished.
I mean, not much you can do for Coach Baird. You ask what the ump saw. The ump obviously has the final say, and he's not going to ask his partner in that situation that he has the best view. So calls, unfortunately for LTU, is going to stand as we got a 3-2 count here.
So payoff pitch as Henderson now at second. Strike 3 call. And that will do it for the top of the second inning. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning. And first of all, I give credit to Ryan Orlardi, our athletics director, for trying to help me out the other way. Of course, this is my first softball game of the season, but can't wait. So Gloria Sua, who was pitching so far in these 2 innings, get to go first at bat. She had a batting average of 300. And it will go into foul territory. And of course, Leah Ash made 1 IP with 2 strikeouts so far. And it goes into foul territory once again. So 0-2 is the count.
Yeah, Seward just ahead of that one, and you can see kind of the corkscrew spin off the bat there. So maybe it needs to let the ball get a little bit deeper here on Ash.
So 0-2 count. And it's strike 3. So Gloriana Sua has striked out. And coming up next is Lily Morissette.
Morissette, freshman, right from nearby Southfield in Farmington Hills. Been a pretty good freshman campaign here.
Had a batting average of 209 as the first pitch is a ball. And she has started 27 of 30 games.
Yeah, getting a lot of experience with Blue Devils, makes a lot of key plays defensively, can play anywhere in the diamond, shortstop, right field. So the bat, freshman's adjustment coming to college, but bright future for Morissette.
So 1-1 is the count. Of course, for Morissette, had 9 runs and 9 RBIs on the season, as it's now count at 2-1. Strike 2.
A great pitch by Ash there. Looks like a drop ball, just got underneath the bat of Morissette.
3 home runs on the season for Lily Morissette, along with 26 strikeouts. As the pitch went outside, so it will be 3-2.
See if Morissette can battle here and just get something positive going for LTU.
And it's went into foul territory.
Ash, not really a strikeout pitcher, you see. Looking at the numbers, just 39 and 71 innings, so she's a contact pitcher.
And it goes over to left, and it's fair territory. Morissette going over to second.
Stand-up double.
And it'll be a RBI double.
Yeah, it looked like that one glanced off the third baseman's glove because it landed in foul territory, but I think she deflected it, so obviously that's what made it fair. And a good job by Morissette to get a runner in scoring position for LTU here, as they need to start chipping away at this deficit.
And hopefully they will try to get off to a good start here. Next up, Lauren Fife. And of course, Lauren Fife batting 298, almost 300. She has started 29 of 31 coming into today.
Yeah, another freshman for LTU that's had a big role this year. Got a lot of experience. You can see here down in the bottom of the order, a slap hitter. So just trying to move the line along as you have Hyde, the leadoff hitter, waiting on deck.
And it's foul territory. Of course, Lauren Fight coming into today, 84 at-bats. Made 9 runs and 5 hits.
She's batted all over the lineup. She's been in the 2 spot. She's been in the 5-6 spot. She's batted in the 8 spot, 9 spot in order today.
Goes over to the circle and throw over the first, and that'll be it for the second out.
Interesting play for Ash there. She didn't even take a look at Morissette, who took off right on contact. She might have had a shot her at third, but I guess you're the Saints coach. You're arguing you're up 6 runs. You just take the easy out at first, make it 2 outs, and try to get Hodge out here as well.
Try to do it the right way. So Sarah Hodge, 1 for 1 today. She had an RBI triple. Hopped up.
Just popped a foul there. Just another slap hitter, so back-to-back slap hitters for LTU. Fife and Hodge. Hyde came in hitting 257, career low, well over 400, so a little down year for the senior, but looking to finish the year strong here for LTU. Looks like that one missed a little low, perhaps.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, this is her second at-bat of this game. Runners in third.
And you notice Hyde's very patient as well. She doesn't walk a lot, so it might be misleading, but she's very patient, fouls off a lot of pitches, as most slappers do, so a very tough out for a pitcher.
Trying to take things easy. Goes over to short. Run will score. Throw the first, and got it.
Yep. So third out, that run. Fortunately, it won't, as it was forced out at home, so good job by the Saints there as they work around that double by Morissette.
So we're going to the third inning with Aquinas leading 7-1. Back to the Madonna Athletic Complex here on the campus of Madonna University here in Livonia. 7-1 in favor of the Aquinas Saints as we are getting ready for the third inning. And Anna Hausman will bat first here for the Aquinas Saints.
First pitch ball there for Sue, and if you're Sue, obviously you just need to throw up a clean inning here, get your team back in the dugout, and try to chip away at this lead. It's still plenty of time left, but really can't allow any more runs at the Saints offense.
Ground over to short, and it gets missed. And Hausman will stay at first.
Yeah, good diving effort by Perozic, the shortstop, just out of reach. And leadoff hitter gets on for the Saints once again, as it's 3 straight innings. Their leadoff hitter has reached for space.
And, of course, for Emma Hausman, she was 0 for 1 in this game. So next person up is Courtney Harden. Next person up for Aquinas. Throws over to second, and it just missed.
Yep, stolen base there for Hausman. That is her 7th of the season. I'm not sure. You have to tell me if she stole earlier, but she was 6 of 7 coming in today. So obviously a base stealing threat.
Looks like she stole a base. Went up high, so it'll be 2 balls and no strikes.
As you said, Harden 351. Sorry, on 351 coming into today. So another great hitter for the Saints here, and patient eye there, taking another ball from Sua.
3 balls and no strikes. 4 for Gloriana Souza. 7 ER, along with 2 strikeouts. And it'll be a walk.
And unfortunately, that one bounced far enough away from Mercado to allow Hausman to move up to third on the wild pitch.
So runners on first and third, and here comes Lisa. So Coach Baird.
Looks like Mercado got a little banged up on that one. That ball bounced up and hit her on the arm. And it's warmer than it has been here, but it's still not technically warm.
Yeah.
In the 50 degrees. So
hopefully we'll see warm temperatures this weekend.
That's what we keep hearing. We haven't gotten it yet, but the temperature is looking good this weekend. Softball team will be on the road. Baseball will be home for a doubleheader, so they'll get some nice weather to play in for a change. Some baseball and softball weather.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Looks like Coach Baird having a long discussion here with Sua. No signs of wanting to take her out yet, so maybe just trying to get her through this inning. As there is some injury issues with the Blue Devils rotation. They're without Grace Reski, who would usually start one of these games. So trying to get a freshman Sua to take on some of those innings for the pitching staff.
And let's not forget Haley Mazon as well.
Yes. So we saw Schreiber there down in the bullpen, so maybe she'll get some innings here. Is not quite sure what's going on now. The umpire's gotten out there. Maybe an injury issue. He breaks up the conference here to get this game back into action.
So Leah Vaughn is up next at bat, 0 for 1 today. No RBIs just yet.
Leah came in hitting .426, so second highest average on the team for the Saints. And she took that one off the shoulder.
Hit by a pitch, so she'll head over to first for the redshirt sophomore.
That'd be a little frustrating your Coach Baird. You go out there and have a conversation, and first thing, next batter gets hit in the shoulders.
So
Not exactly what you wanted.
Yeah,
Coach
absolutely.
Baird.
So bases are loaded for the Saints as they lead 7-1. Izzy Dawson's next. And we up high for ball number 1. She was 1 for 1 with an RBI.
Yep, Dawson came in today 22. Looks like that second on the team in RBIs coming in to today's games.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to give some credit to the Saints as well. They're being patient as Sua's having issues finding the zone, but they're also aggressive when the ball is in the zone. You've seen them come up with some big hits already. And here we go.
Goes over to center field. This is going to go down. And here they come with the Saints. And Hardin will score. And it's now 8-1. Make that 9-1 as well.
Right on cue. 2 RBI double to right center. Good job by Tatum. Blue Devils center fielder cutting that ball off, but 2 runs still score for the Saints. And now we have that 8-run rule that comes into play in softball. We do have to play 5 innings, but
yeah,
the Saints have already created some distance there.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Backs up against the wall situation for LTU here in game 1.
Next person up, Jordan Hummetz. 1 strikeout, 0 for 1 today.
And again, LTU just letting the runner get to second there, giving up the free base.
Popped up, missed by Sua. Throw over to first and got him at the out. No chance for third. And it's out.
She was safe in that one at third. She got under it. But good play by Perozic. She charged the ball, threw out Humitz. And an aggressive play by James trying to get the unconventional double play at third.
Yeah, looks like Izzy Dawson is safe at third.
It was close. It was bang there, but just got underneath. And looks like there's a problem at third base with the runners getting a little banged up over there, sliding on the turf. That was Stafford taking the ball outside. She didn't agree with the strike from home plate umpire, but been a strike early on consistently on both sides.
So Kaylee Stafford, this is her third at bat. And it's 2 strikes so far for Kaylee Stafford.
Looks like a good change up there from Sua, caught the top of the zone, and she's ahead 0-2 as you mentioned.
0 for 2 today with 1 RBI, and it's a wild pitch, and here they come, Hardin tag, and she is out.
Good play by Mercado there, bounced right back off the wall. Sua, good awareness covering home plate, and no question there that she was out.
Izzy Dawson was trying to get home, but the tag was made by Sua for the second out at the top of the third. And it's popped up to left, and it will go into foul territory.
And if you're Blue Devils, you're looking for any sort of momentum to turn this game around, and maybe that play at home plate gives the team a little energy boost here. They maybe get a quick third out and get back in the dugout and get the bats going.
1 ball, 2 strike on the way. And it's strike 3. So
Good pitch there,
Kaylee
too.
Stafford gets striked out. And that will do it for the top of the third. It is a 9-1 lead in favor of Aquinas. And like you said, Ryan, of course, the run rule coming in play. But, of course, we got to get through 5 innings to make it official. But it's still not over just yet.
Not over, but definitely putting some pressure on LTU. They got to start chipping away, obviously. Just first make sure they don't get run ruled. But second, obviously they're still trying to win this game in the 3rd inning. They have a chance to do it, but they got to get going in a hurry.
All right, it is now 9-1 in favor of Aquinas as we are now into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Leah Ash has 3 strikeouts so far, credited to her name so far in this game. And Larissa Mercado, who is 0 for 1 today, and the first ball of her at-bat.
And this is where 2, 3, 4 up this inning for LTU. This is where you're looking for your best hitters to get something going for this offense.
So 1-1 is the count. This is her second at-bat of the game. Like I said, already had 1 RBI. And it will go into foul territory.
Mercado, one of the California, LA natives on our team, so I'm sure she would like to see this weather turn around as well. Jan, it's difficult to hit in when it gets a little cold like this.
Yeah, and get this, she's the only player who is not from Michigan or Ohio or Illinois.
So you're seeing some regional recruiting for Coach Baird, and Mercado came here and wanted to experience some winter, perhaps. She definitely did do that.
Yeah. So 1-2 on the way. Check swing. Did it go?
Looks like maybe a foul ball on the check swing as the umpire put his hands up. So we'll just kind of re-rack it here.
So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Larissa Mercado.
Another one that can play multiple positions for Coach Baird. And
a hit by a pitch. So she'll head over to first.
Thankfully, she had the Evo shield on her elbow there. Took it right off of that. So looks like she's a little shaken up, but I think that noise we heard was mostly off the shield.
So Callie Tatum is up next, 1 for 1 in the at-bat.
Yeah, one of the best hitters, actually the leading average hitter for LTU, 301 coming in. Been on the tear the last couple of weeks, so this is someone that really need to keep it going for LTU to try to get back into this game. Need Callie big at bat here.
Of course, the leading batting average in the starting lineup for Lawrence Tech. So Leah Ash on the first pitch. And it will be strike number 1.
As I touched on in the top half of the inning, that call that maybe some of the Saints hitters disagreed with, they got it right there. So the ump has been consistent, giving a little bit off that outside corner.
0-1 the count. It went down, and it'll be strike number 2.
Yeah. Tatum offered at it there, kind of a slash bunt attempt. Fortunately, it was going to be a ball, but she committed, so strike 2 on Tatum.
So far 1 hit for her along with 1 put out. Here's the 0-2. And it'll be a ball outside. So 1-2 on the way.
Touched on that, put out one of the better center fielders in this conference we've seen this year. Tatum's made a couple very nice plays out there over the years. So not just a good hitter for LTU.
Outside again, 2-2.
Good job by Tatum getting back into this count. Was down 0-2. Now she's got a chance to get a hitter's pitch here. Get something going for LTU.
Hopefully a hit will be nice for Callie Tatum.
Fouled that one off herself in the box, so we'll reset at 2-2.
So still 2-2 on the way for Callie Tatum. Like we said at the beginning of our broadcast, 301 batting average. She started all 32 games.
Ooh, that was a good pitch there by Ash. Maybe missed a little bit low. Looked like it caught Tatum off guard with the off-speed pitch. But, again, give credit to Tatum getting this count back to 3-2.
So 3-2. Payoff pitch. Goes over to short.
She's going to beat that. Yep.
And, yeah, she'll head over to first. Runner going on to third. And looks like she's safe.
Good base running by Mercado. Aggressive. Good slide. And got something cooking here for the Blue Devils in the third inning.
Mercado came in flying through from second base. And she managed to get it going here, going to third.
This is who you want up if you're LTU. Morgan James, 2 home runs on the year. She had a massive one this past weekend, so she could change this game in a hurry if she gets into one here.
Hopefully this will change the game as well, as it will go over to left, and it'll be in foul territory.
Yeah, that one just foul for James. Aggressive, but fell down the right field line. And like the aggressiveness from James. Yeah, runners in scoring position. She's ready to swing the bat. Got a good pitch to hit. 259 for the freshman, as you saw, kind of more set. Maybe a little more adjustment to college level. James picked it up a tad quicker, and she's been a factor for LTU this year offensively.
And, of course, 0 for 1 today. As Aquinas are hoping to find somebody.
Looks like James, 1-1 count here. This Coach Bard in the third base coach's box gives out some signals. Got to be careful. You're down 9-1. You don't want to run into an out.
And it is a strike number 2 for the Blue Devils. Morgan James.
Now she's got to put a ball in play. They're giving her the run up the middle, so a ground ball will score one for LTU. And at this point, you just need to chip away, so she cannot strike out here.
And it looks like
just gave Tatum second base on the defensive indifference there.
Yeah, so Tatum is at third. 2-2 the count. Still 9-1 in favor of Aquinas. Goes over to short.
That'll score a run.
And that'll score a run. Goes over to first. Now throws to third, and Tatum. She is safe.
And if you're watching at home, you're saying, hey, big deal, they make it 9-2. But just some positive momentum for LTU. You know, put the ball in play. Good job there. Get an RBI and just get the momentum maybe shifting a little bit back towards the Blue Devils, John.
And, of course, I saw, Coach Baird giving the talking to Callie Tatum. So next person up, Maisie Lawler, 0 for 1 today. Only had 1 strikeout. And it'll go over to foul territory.
Another one, first pitch swinging there by Maisie. She's been hot at the plate as of late, up to 262 on the year.
So that is a huge run so far for the Blue Devils here in the bottom of the third. Goes over to short, goes over to first, and that will do it.
Score another run, basically just a replay of the last at-bat. And if you're Aquinas, you're up. You were up 6, obviously, so you'll trade outs for runs at this point. So it's a 9-3 game.
Yeah, so it's 9-3. So no run rule for this one, as the Blue Devils are trying to get things closer. Lauren Lemfer, next one up.
Lanfear, 231 coming in. Rebounding from a slow start earlier in the year. Just picked it up at the plate as of late. Good defensive player for LTU as well as here at third base. You'll see her in the outfield.
And, of course, she had 7 runs, 15 hits, and 65 at-bats going into today. And, of course, this is her 66.
That one maybe missed just outside. The ump's been calling that one early on, but that one a ball for Ash.
2 balls and a strike. And it's now 3 balls and a strike. No, actually, it's 2 and 2.
Sorry, that scoreboard's a little dim out there. I have to double
Yeah.
take at it as well.
And it's strike 3. So that will do it here for the 3rd inning. So a couple of runs scored for the Blue Devils, but of course the Aquinas Saints still hanging on to that 9-3 lead.
Yeah, give credit to LTU for getting a couple runs back and nullifying the run rule as of now as we head to the 4th.
All right, we are back with a 9-3 lead in favor of Aquinas. Of course, the Blue Devils has a couple of runs scored in the bottom of the 3rd. So we are now heading to the top of the 4th inning here at the Madonna Athletic Complex.
Now we got some changes for LTU here. So Schreiber comes in to pitch. Morissette comes from right to short. So Perozic is out of the flex spot. So what happened there was Schreiber came in the flex for Perozic, and now we move some positions. Lanfear is in right, and Morissette comes into play short.
And of course, Aaron.
And it looks like we made a catching change as well. You're about
Yeah.
to correct me on. Yep.
Aaron Wheeler.
Yep.
Yeah. Aaron Wheeler, of course, getting things going on here. So Grace Schreiber are coming into today with an 8.77 ERA. She is 0 for 1, 0 and 1 on this season, made 13 appearances, but started only once. And of course, she has an IP of 26.1. So hopefully Grace Schreiber will get things warmed up soon, and hopefully we will get this 4th inning underway. And the first person up batting for Aquinas is number 1. Number 1, Brienne Adam Nizak. So the first one is a strike. She got a batting average of 200. She has started 6 of 27. So 1 ball and 1 strike on the way for Schreiber. And it's had it off. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sorry, I had to help our stats man there. Blue Devils made a variety of changes there, as we mentioned, and make sure we get that all right in our statting software.
1-2 on the way, and it'll be going up to short. Throw the first, and it's safe. As
it's just a throwing error there for Morissette. Looks like you could see she came in and charged it well, took a weird hop on her, kind of got her out of rhythm, and then pulled James off the bag with a high throw. So a reach on air there for Aquinas to start the fourth.
So next person up, Carson Hendrickson, 1 for 1 with an 1 RBI so far in this game. And she only has 1 hit. Of course, this makes her second at bat of this game.
My apologies, and we kind of touched on earlier. Schreiber warming up in the bullpen. She's in the game now for LTU.
Throws over to second, and it gets past. It gets past Courtney Morissette.
Yep. Yeah, Morissette bounced off her glove. Looks like the Saints runner would have been safe anyway, but see the Saints still being aggressive here, trying to get those 2 runs they just gave up back and stealing here, and they're back in action with nobody out here in the fourth, Jan.
So let's see what Schreiber can do. 1-1 is the count.
Oh, got her caught. Run at her. Yep, there you go.
Oh, a second, and it gets past. That's number 11, Sarah Hodge.
Yep, so a good decision there by Wheeler as she blocked the ball nicely, kind of froze the Saints base runner. And what you're taught to do is run at the runner, make her make a decision. She obviously chose to go back to second. Unfortunately, the throw just got away from Wheeler.
So 2-1 is the count. Strike 2 on the strike 2, got her.
I think this is what you want to see if you're Coach Baird. When you went to Schreiber, you want to see someone pound the zone a little bit more, make the Saints swing the bat, and that's what she's done so far here early on in the fourth.
Goes over to the right field, and it's going to be caught for out number 2. Here's a throw to third, and it gets away. Larissa Mercado just went past by her. The ball went past Mercado.
Yeah, nice catch by Lanfear and Wright, and she shows off the arm as that was a great throw and just kind of short hop Mercado. It's a tough one to pick as an infielder, and it got by, but unfortunately good backup there as that keeps the Saints base runner at third.
So Brianna Adamczak goes over to third, and Haley Holman now the next person up for the Saints. 0 for 1 today. 1 RBI and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, Haley, we touched on before, getting some more playing time here with the average, and this will be a big run for the Saints just to answer back at what LTU did in the top half of this inning.
So 2-0 is a count.
Schreiber getting the signal from Coach Baird.
Strike 1. Swing and a miss from Haley Holman.
Schreiber touched on earlier, another part of this young pitching staff for LTU. All 4 pitchers, sophomores or younger.
And it gets away. Here comes the chance. Goes over to first.
She's going to beat it out for an infield single. Tough play for Hodge there. Slow ground ball up the middle. She backhanded it cleanly, but it just kind of got to her slow enough that it allowed, that was Hallie to reach first base safely.
And, of course, a run has scored for the Saints, so that makes it 10-3 in favor of the Saints. So, Emma Hausman, 1 for 2 today. Next person up.
Looks like that one missed just low on the drop ball. Good block by Wheeler, the new catcher this inning for LTU, keeping the ball in front. As we've seen, the Saints have been aggressive early and often on the base passes.
Her third at-bat of the game. Strike 1. 1-1's the count. She only had 1 run and 1 hit so far.
And we don't have a radar gun, but it looks like maybe Schreiber bringing a little more heat than Sua did as these Saints hitters are getting beat up top in the zone.
Going into foul territory. Way near the baseball park. So here we go. 1-2. Went up high. 2-2.
They're trying to work in an off-speed pitch there. She had 1 to waste. Now see what Schreiber comes back with here in the 2-2 pitch.
So let's see what Schreiber can do on this 2-2 count. And it's popped up again, once again, to foul territory, right towards the baseball park.
This Madonna Complex softball, baseball field right next to each other. Nice facility here in Livonia, as you touched on early in the broadcast.
So 2-2 the count. Way up high, and it's 3-2. So full count on the way. Runner still at first base. And that is Haley Holman.
Another big pitch here for LTU.
Payoff.
It's going to be a
Throw
walk.
to
It's
second.
going to be a walk anyway, so she can just basically stand up. She doesn't know that, obviously, running on the pitch, but that walk.
And it gets past Morissette from the throw of Aaron Wheeler.
And then Coach Baird coming out for a discussion. Not quite sure. Maybe looking for some type of interference.
So hopefully he will get a discussion.
Oh yeah, we just the runner just disappeared on second base as we some of our partners here in the booth were letting us know. So
I think she's out, to be honest.
Okay, they might have called. I don't know why Coach Baird would be out there arguing it out. Yeah, let's just let this play out. So we don't know what's going on right now, to be honest.
Yeah, so hopefully things will resolve. So 2 outs now. And it's line to second. And it's line to second was Emma Hausman.
Yep, so we figured out what happened there. The runner left early on the steal, so in softball, base ump called her out automatically for leaving early on that steal attempt.
So Courtney Harden, next person up. And it's 3 balls and a strike. No, 3 balls and no strike, excuse me. Courtney Harding made 3 runs so far, 4 putouts, and she only got a stolen base so far this season. And now the count is 3-1. Hopefully Grace Schreiber will try to get things going, as the ball was way up high, and that'll be a walk for Courtney Harden.
So no damage there. Had the base open after the stolen base. So still the chance to get a clean inning if you're LTU. Well, not a clean inning. We love 1 run, but limited damage, I should say.
So next person up, Leah Vaughn, 0 for 1 today, playing the left field. And it's going to be a ball in her at-bat.
Schreiber missing a little higher. We've seen her lose some command after starting the inning so well.
And it's a strike. So 1-1 is the count. Leah Vaughn, this is her second at-bat. She only made 2 runs today. And hopefully, let's see how things will go. Strike 2 for Leah Vaughn.
Vaughn just got beat on that high heat from Schreiber. Beat her up top in the zone. Good pitch by the freshman.
So let's see how things will go. Strike 3 call.
Yeah, it is 3 outs. A little confusion there after the runner left early.
Now that'll do it from the top of the 4th inning. So the Blue Devils make their way onto the field, and hopefully Yeah, and hopefully they could try to get things back on track here. All right, we are back here at the Madonna Athletic Complex. It is 11-3
Yep.
in
Notice.
favor of
Yep.
the Aquinas Saints there.
Excuse me, I interrupted you. We had a little change in the score. We missed one early on.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully we got it covered.
Missed one early on, so now the run rule is back in play, so to speak. We have an inning and a half to play, but LTU now has to score again if they want this game to go past the fifth inning.
So Aaron Wheeler will start up first for the Blue Devils. This is her 32nd at-bat of the season. Had a batting average of 161. And the first one is a strike. She has started 11 of 20 games coming into today.
Yeah, getting a pitch hit opportunity here, coming in to catch when Coach Baird made all those changes. So her first at-bat of the game.
And, of course, we may see some changes is for Aquinas. Of course, the catcher, number 33, Taylor Sharon, into the fold.
Yeah.
And it's strike three. So first out for the first out.
Yeah, as you touched on there, new catcher for Aquinas, maybe one of those players that got banged up at third base, sliding, got a little bit of an ankle issue, and obviously when you're up 11-3, you're fortunate enough to rest one of those players here. So we're assuming, we obviously don't know for sure, but guessing that's what's happening at the catcher position for Aquinas.
So 0-1 is the count. Lily Morissette making her second at bat. And it goes off the ground, so it'll be ball number one. So 1-1 is the count. She's 1 for 1 today for Lily Morissette, the freshman.
You just kind of see a tale of two sides of the ball. You know, as Aquinas seems to get every first hitter on to start the inning, and the exact opposite for Lawrence Tech as they kind of struggle to get that leadoff runner on. And that's a big part in the offense because that runner's over 50% to score if they get on to start the inning.
2-1 is the count. And it's 2-2. She had a double so far in this game. Only had one hit. This is her second at bat of this game. Goes over to short, goes into center, and she'll stay put at first.
Yeah, good job by Morissette putting that one right back up the middle. As you said, she's 2 for 2 on the day, so good start on the afternoon for Lily Morissette.
So Lauren Fife is next for the Blue Devils. 0 for 1 today. And, of course, like I said, she has almost made a batting average of nearly close to 300, 298.
Yeah, great freshman campaign for Fife.
And it'll be going on throw the first, and she's out.
Yeah, tried to use her speed there, a little kind of slap bunt, so to speak, and good job by the Saints third baseman there. That was Dawson, who was right on it, made a good throw to first to retire Fife.
Sarah Hodge. How good is she so far here in this game? Has a triple. 1 for 2 today. And it'll go into foul territory.
Yeah, another big at bat here for LTU. As we said, they need a run to prolong this game. Next inning, I know we're talking inning ahead, but Hyde, one of the best hitters, is who you want up if you're Coach Barry with a runner on second and 2 outs.
And of course, this is her third at bat. Here for Sarah Hodge, and it'll bounce down. It'll be a ball.
Interesting bunt attempt from Hyde with 2 outs, trying to use her speed just to keep it moving. But don't see the bunt too often with 2 strikes, but
Yeah.
softball, a little bit different game. Slappers will just try to get on and kind of pass the buck along, so to speak.
Actually make that 0-2 on the count. And it looks like it's strike number 3.
No, a little low there
Oh,
on Hyde.
little low,
Yep.
little low.
Yeah, got blocked out by the ump, but yeah, that one just bounced in the turf.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look out
Foul
over
territory.
there. Almost took out Mercado.
Oof. Watch out, Mercado.
She was in the circle, but just kind of a late, we call it emergency hack from Hyde just to stay alive. Didn't want to leave that one up to the umpire. So
All right.
good job by Mercado getting out of the way over there.
And we'll go over to first, and it's going to be tagged out.
That was close.
And that will do it.
Yep, 3 outs. Saints a little confused, but yep, you had it. 3 outs.
So that will do it for the bottom of the 4th inning, and Aquinas hanging on with an 11-3 lead over the Blue Devils in Game 1 of this doubleheader. All right, welcome back, everybody. He is 11-3 in favor of Aquinas, and now we're getting ready and set for the run rule play. Izzy Dawson's coming up first for Aquinas, 2 for 2 today with 3 RBIs.
As you touched on, Jan, that run rule is in effect. So if you're LTU, obviously your plan is to keep them scoreless this inning, and you need to score once in the bottom of the 5th to keep this game going. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Schreiber try to get the leadoff hitter out.
Popped up,
Nice
and
play
he'll
by
throw the first, and
Ooh.
it gets away.
Hyde's made a nice decision in charging the ball, but the throw got away. So the runner for the Saints, unfortunately, it got out of play as well, got into that bullpen area. So the runner for the Saints going to advance to second on the throwing error by Hyde.
So next person up is Jordan Hummetz, the first baseman. This is her 3rd at bat. She only had 1 run and 1 RBI. And the first one is a strike. She is 0 for 2 today. So let's see how Jordan Hummetz can do. And almost got caught by somebody. So Jordan Hummetz will step it in again. This is an 0-2 count.
That one just got away from Schreiber, kind of bounced almost halfway to the plate.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way. Here it comes. And it took another bounce, so 2-2. 2-2. And another bounce on the way. So 3-2. Full count on the way. Big moment here. And it's a walk for Jordan Hummets.
Gets away on the wild pitch as well, allowing runner to move up to third. So once again, it seems like every inning, and Saints just have runners in scoring position. And it looks like we get a pitch hitter here.
So Dawson goes over to third, and Hummets now at first.
So looks like Ashley Snyder here is going to get a pitch hitting opportunity.
Ashley Snyder now batting at .354.
Yeah, she starts a lot. 17 starts in 25 games, so maybe it's just getting a breather, and coach wants to get her at bat, maybe get her ready for game 2, but no slouch of a pitch hitter here.
Right. This is her 49th at-bat appearance on the season. Ray Schreiber with only one strikeout credited to her name. At the first one is the ball.
And a little low and in drop ball there from Schreiber, and good eye by Schneider coming off the bench.
And it goes over to right, and it'll be fouled. So the count is 1-1 for Ashley Snyder.
Schneider does a good job of putting the bat on ball for the Saints. Only 6 strikeouts this year, so contact hitter and another talk at the mound. I'm not quite sure. A little confused seeing it in between at bat, but maybe Coach Bard saw something she didn't like. Coach Baird, saw something she didn't like from Schreiber and going there and checking on her pitcher.
And of course, Grace Schreiber doing the damage here today. Of course, first for Schreiber, only had 1 IP credit to her name.
She's done a good job here coming in as a relief pitcher. She's had 1 inning. It's kind of slowed down the Saints offense. I know they scored 1 or 2 runs off her, but I think what Coach Baird wanted to see a little more was some balls in the strike zone, make the Saints earn their way on base, and we've definitely seen that from Schreiber. She's found the zone a little bit more than Sua did early on. It looks like that, whatever that meeting in the circle is finally over. Not quite sure what that was about.
Absolutely.
We got 2 to play. I want to keep this thing moving. We got 2 today.
So 1-1 the count, and we popped up to left center, going up, and a catch made. And now a run will score as well.
Yeah, good catch by Lanphier. Is a sac fly to right for Schneider, so she brings home an RBI there. But tricky conditions in the outfield, a little bit of wind, it's cold. Lanphier read it well, made the catch. But unfortunately, LTU trades a run for that out, which they really can't afford to do right now.
Yeah, right now it's 12-3 in favor of the Saints. So next person up is Brianne Adamarzak. 1 for 1 today.
Yeah, Adamzak coming in just hitting 200, so getting a spot start here.
1-1. The next one was a strike.
Adamzak, sophomore outfielder from North Muskegon, Michigan.
This is our second at bat of this game, and it'll be 2-1 on the count.
Just taking a look at that Saints roster. He made a comment earlier about LTU having mostly regional and only 1 player from California for the Saints as well. Everyone else is Michigan.
Yes.
So a lot of good softball in the state of Michigan. Coaches not having to go too far outside the area.
All Michigans. So 3-1's the count. Let's see what Adamzak can do. And we popped up to right field, popped up, and it goes off the glove.
Yep.
Went off, and it'll be fouled. Thought for a moment that was going to right field, but
yeah,
you
Wynn
see
held
2
it
players there.
Yep. Good job by Hyde. She gave it an effort. That's a long run for a second baseman and went out off her outstretched glove. And thankfully for LTU, that ball was in foul territory when she touched it.
Full count. Goes over to the left, or right rather,
Can't
and
tell
still it's.
Yeah, it looked like it dropped foul. We got blocked out by the dugout here, but
Yeah.
that one went out of play as Lanphier gave it a run.
Not sure for the folks at home who are watching this game, you might notice, of course, as we are definitely blocking out by the dugout. But you may know that it's in right field and probably in foul territory.
One can assume. And we go there again.
Yep, there you go.
That one's in the bullpen area, so looks like Adam Zach has a good two-strike approach, letting that ball travel and just spoiling it to the right side. See if Schreiber can beat her on the inside here.
So still 3-2. And it's a walk for Adam Zach.
Great at-bat there by the sophomore. Fouled off a lot of pitches, spoiled a lot of pitches, earned a walk, and another pitch hitter here for the Saints.
So Hummett's now going over to second. And Carson Hendrickson is up next. 1 for 2 with an RBI.
Pitch hitter here. Snuck into pitch hitter on you. Number 13 looks like Emily Klein.
Emily Klein, yes. Emily Klein is next.
Got the numbers for you here. She comes in making her 18th appearance, just 167 on the season. Hits one down the line to first. James takes it herself as the runners each move up 60 feet. So that was a quick appearance for Klein. We couldn't even give her a shout out.
Yeah. So that was her 19th at-bat appearance on the season.
And you got another pitch hitter. We'll jump ahead of this one. Number 8, Kayla Fessenden is going to pitch hit here.
And, of course, Fessenden is at batting average of 267, making her 19th appearance on the season. And, of course, she has made 15 at-bats coming into today. So this is her 16th. Ball went up high. Ball number 1.
And a good job by the Saints head coach Cook, getting his players in here. This game's in hand and getting them some at-bats.
No doubt whatsoever they'll make to the conference tournament on the way with a good record so far. As the second one is a strike, so the count is now 1-1.
Yeah, definitely one of the top dogs in the WAC, as we mentioned, number 14th in the country. So them and Madonna leading the way on the softball side of things.
So 2 balls and a strike. Last one went up high.
Fessenden, another one of those Muskegon, Michigan natives. She flares one up.
Popped up to left, and that will do it for the 5th inning. So Aquinas doing the good job there. 1 run was scored here in the 5th. So it's now 12-3, and this could be the last chance for the Blue Devils to try to make something special. All right, we are back here at Madonna Athletic Complex is 12-3 in favor of the Saints. As Larissa Mercado making her second at bat today. 0 for 1 and got an RBI. The first one went on the ground, so it'll be ball number 1. Leah Ash made 4 IPs with 3 ERs and 5 strikeouts. Next one is second ball is a strike.
Touchdown. You know, new pitcher this inning for the Saints to try to close it out here. Yeah, that was a nice little curve slider action there.
So it's strike number 1 for number 21, Nina Bennett.
It's always a little difficult. You see a righty for the beginning of the game, and then you throw a lefty in there. They got to adjust.
Go to third. Draw the first, and it gets away.
A little collision there.
Collision, and Jordan Hummets is down.
Yeah, nothing malicious there by Mercado. The throw by the third baseman took her up the line, and unfortunately a collision. Nothing Mercado could really do, and we just hope that Hummets is okay there. She's shaken up.
He got the wind right out of her. And, of course, Jordan Hummets is back on her feet. She made a collision with Mercado.
They say softball is not a contact sport. Sometimes it is there. And thankfully, Jordan's okay.
Absolutely.
We got some, it is a contact sport from some of our colleagues here in the press boxes. Our athletic trainer, Marluce, is going to check on her. Maybe a little blood there. So.
And, you know, I got to say that when it comes to softball, you know, it's different than what it is in baseball there. Of course, shorter innings, you got like some
shorter distance to begin with.
Yeah.
So things can speed up in a hurry. Yep. 60 feet versus 90 feet to the bases in softball, so stuff can the game speeds up naturally.
So Callie Tatum is up next. She's 2 for 2 today. And it goes up to short. Nice catch. And it gets away.
That's going to be an infield single for Tatum.
So an infield single from Callie Tatum. So nice way to make a short appearance in the at-bat, 45th inning.
Yeah, good play by the shortstop. Dove and knocked that down as that ball was squared up by Tatum. But when she went to grab it, couldn't get a handle on it. And everyone is safe for the Blue Devils.
Morgan James is next. 1 RBI so far. 0 for 2 today. And she only got 1 strikeout. That's her name.
Yeah, big spot for James here. 4th hitter in the lineup today. This is who you line up with runners on when you made the lineup if you're Coach Baird.
This is
Calls
her
for
third
time. Doesn't get it. Sorry.
Third at bat, and it's popped up
That's
to fair territory. Hitting the Aquinas dugout. So 1-1's the count. This is now her 106 at bat.
Yeah, James has been a starter since day one here, the freshman from Port Huron.
And it's a strike, so it's 1-2.
Almost froze her with a type of ephus pitch there, a very slow changeup from Bennett. Froze James.
Caught looking. So 1-2 the count. Goes over to left field. Runner home. And here comes Mercado. 1 run will score. And it's now 12-4. As Morgan James gets a double.
RBI double for James, and LTU gets one of the 2 runs they need to nullify the run rule here. But got plenty of time here, no outs in the 5th, and Lawler steps in.
So Maisie Lawler.
Looks like, hold on, we're going to have maybe a pitching change here. Coach Cook, or he's asking for, I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Well,
we'll let it play out here.
Let's see.
I think blood on Jordan Humitz is what it looks like after that collision with Mercado. So the athletic trainer has to take a look at her. Looks like maybe she's bleeding from her hand. AT is one of those behind-the-scenes people you don't always think about on game day, but they're here early, they're here after, making sure all of our athletes home and away are taken care of properly. So I want to give a shout-out to them. Do a fantastic job for us.
You know, of course, coming into this game, of course, the Blue Devils 6-26 on the season, but they only had 1 win in neutral sites. And then, of course, they're 3-9 in the conference.
Very tough schedule. I went with them to Florida. Started off 3-17, but 10 of their first 20 games were against ranked or receiving votes teams in the NAIA Top 25 coaches poll. So they played a very tough schedule early on to get them prepared for conference.
And of course, for Aquinas Saints, 25-5 on the year. They are 5-1 in the conference, and they have won 17 games in neutral sites coming into this game.
Yeah, when you play in the state of Michigan, you'll have to go away on a lot of the weekends to Florida for your spring break trip, or Arizona, as Aquinas did. You have to go. Just speaking from LTU side of things, they went to Georgia. They went down to Tennessee, so that's where you get those neutral site games. Will actually be more than what you play up in Michigan sometimes, just because of the weather in March and April. And this is, I think we have an issue with Humitz's earring as we're trying to maybe put some tape on that, some Band-Aids to get this out from bleeding. So that's what the delay is right now.
Yeah. So like I said, and a new pitcher, number 21, Nina Bennett. She has started only 1 game so far, but she has a 2.19 ERA. She has won a couple of games so far. She has started only 1 appearance in her 11 matches.
Yeah, so it looks like maybe this team's 25-5 for a reason. They got depth, and you're seeing it right there with Bennett. She's not even starting, and she's got impressive numbers as well.
And of course, you got like other pitchers, including Kayla Fassenden, who were definitely at bat moments ago, and of course Christiana Arbalo, and then of course Leah Vaughn and Grace McGuire. So hopefully we may see the same couple of pitchers for the second game. We may see some new ones going forward.
Yeah, definitely going to see Clover Brandt for LTU. She's the ace of this young staff. She's been throwing the second game of the doubleheader the past couple weekends, so she'll be on deck for game 2. Interesting to see who we'll see for Aquinas, as you mentioned.
And of course, the other pitcher there, of course, Grace Roski.
Reski, unfortunately, she's actually in street clothes today. She got hurt a couple weeks ago, so that's what pressed Sua into duty to get the start, as that would usually be Reski's spot. Looks like we're getting ready to back to action here. Got the blood issue taken care of on Humitz. And let's get back to play here, Jan.
So, Maisie Lawler, like I said, 0 for 2 today. This is her 3rd at-bat of this game. Only had 1 RBI and 1 strikeout. Ball went up high, so it'll be ball number 1.
Have no outs here. Great situation for LTU to extend this game with runners on 2nd and 3rd and nobody out.
Popped up into
that's not going to do it.
Field,
second base. Yep.
And it's going to be making the catch. So 1 down at the moment.
Interesting to see if Coach Cook will bring the infield in here to try to nullify, or at least looks like maybe halfway to try to keep the run rule in effect. And it looks like they are playing middle of the base pass there. As they're not going to give up a run on a ground ball.
Lauren Lamphere is next, 0 for 2 today. As it went close by her, so it'll be ball number 1 and went outside. She only had 1 strikeout so far in this game.
Landfair seen some great plays in right field so far. 2 catches come to mind for Lauren. And that's a base hit.
Rounds over to left field, a base hit.
Almost took
a
the
1
up
run
out.
will scored.
Uh-oh, and then she
and
fell
look
down.
out, this could be trouble at third. Morgan
James got a
is
little
out.
yeah, she got a little aggressive on the rounding the bag. Coach Baird gave her the red light, and unfortunately she slipped on the turf, and that's an easy out. That's a 7-5 put out on James for the Saints.
So another run is scored, so now this makes it 12-5. So that makes it very interesting for the Blue Devils without now the run rule effect.
Yeah, now they're going to – well, obviously it can still end in the we're in the home half here, but it can still end in the 6th inning. But for now, we will play into the next inning as LTU has got enough runs to keep this thing going.
So far for the Blue Devils, they're 0 for 4 when it comes to 2 outs.
And that's usually the difference in wins and losses is getting those 2-out timely hits. And as you just mentioned, they've had some issues with that today. Aquinas has been very good with runners on base.
And, of course, they are now 5-16 with runners on. So far, runners in second, and there's a wild pitch. Goes over to third, and they're going to stay there. Nicely done by Lauren Lampher to get through.
Yeah, we saw a couple wild pitches from Sua, and now one gets away from Bennett, allowing Lamphere to move up 60 feet.
Gloriana Sua is next up, 0 for 1. And it goes up to center field, and that will do it for the 5th inning. So the Blue Devils got some good couple of runs scored. And now we are going into the 6th inning. And, of course, like I said, this could be a good chance for the Blue Devils to get things forward. But Aquinas' turn to be up at bat. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Madonna Athletic Complex here in Livonia, here on the campus of Madonna University. The score now 12-5 in favor of the Blue Devils. And first person up for the Blue Devils, Haley Myers. Haley Myers making her first appearance at bat this season. Had a .286 batting average, wearing number 35. This is her 26th appearance, and she has started 17.
There's a couple of changes there for LTU. James moves from first to behind the plate, and Sua re-enters as the flex, and she's going to take first base.
It's interesting to see how the Blue Devils will go, especially on the defensive side of things. So 1-1 is the count.
I mean, as you just touched on, if you're Lawrence Tech, you're just looking for your first clean inning, as Aquinas has scored in every inning so far.
Yeah, Aquinas has scored 3 couple of times. They have scored 4 back in the 2nd inning, and they only got a couple of runs in both the 4th and 5th. Myers will send it to foul territory. I gotta say, hey, that for game number 2, how will Coach Baird will take a look at the side of things? And it pops up to right field, and once again, it'll be in foul territory. Hitting the bullpen and going down.
And as you mentioned, we're definitely going to see Clover Brandt in the hill, in game 2.
Of course, Haley Myers making her 57th appearance. She only had 16 runs and 16 hits.
Misses low there. Looks
So
like
3-2.
Yep.
So full count on the way. So Grace Schreiber only trying to make something out. And strike 3. That's the call for Haley Myers. Nicely done by Grace Schreiber.
Yeah, good job. We're getting the first out of the inning as the Saints just need 1 run in this frame to put the run rule back in effect. Obviously, LTU as the home team would get too bad again. But if you're the Saints right now, your goal is just to squeeze 1 run across.
So next person up is Taylor Sharon making her first at-bat appearance today.
I believe she came in to catch an inning or 2 prior, and as you mentioned, this is her first chance to hit.
Yes. Had a batting average of .045.
Yeah, so really, obviously, struggling this year in limited appearance, to be fair to her.
Yeah,
Looks like just 1 for 22, but obviously, didn't get off to a good start this season.
Yeah, she has started 5 of 18 as it went into foul territory. Popped up, so 1-2 is the count.
She's a junior from Grand Rapids, so also plays infield. Just maybe play a couple of corner spots for the Saints, but sometimes when you get in a hole that big in the beginning of the season, it really just sets the tone, and they're going to check swing.
Check swing.
No, I
no,
agree. Yeah,
wow.
I agree. I thought she held it as well. She didn't break the plate, but LTU wanted it, but that's a ball as she held up.
So 2-2 the count. Went on the ground, and it'll be 3-2.
Schreiber tried to fool her with the drop ball and good restraint there, and as we get to 3-2.
Schreiber only had made 2 strikeouts so far in this game. Bubbles are right.
Yeah, Schreiber not really a strikeout pitcher, just 12 and 26 in the 3rd innings coming into today. So she pitches the contact, and as I mentioned earlier, give her credit for that. She's around the zone, and just hope your defense makes a play for you if you're Schreiber.
And, of course, total pitches so far for the Blue Devils. Definitely get things going as it goes over to 3rd, throws to 1st, and got him.
Good job by Mercado there, charging the ball. Had a little bit of time on Taylor getting down the line and made a good throw for the 2nd out of the inning.
So Leah Vaughn is up next for Aquinas. This is her 3rd at-bat of this game. She is 0 for 2. And she only had 1 strikeout to her name.
Vaughn, one of the best hitters, as we mentioned, 426 coming in, so trying to get her first hit of the day.
So 1-0 is the count.
And there it is right there.
And it goes too short, right to center. And Leah Vaughn will go to 1st.
Yeah, if you hit 426, there's not too many games on the year where you're going to go over. So Vaughn gets that 1 hit.
Of course, and of course she had 2 runs added to her name, and of course 1 hit as well, just like you said. So next person up is Izzy Dawson, 2 for 3 today. This is her 4th attempt in the at-bat. And the first one is a strike.
Interested to see if Coach Cook's going to give Vaughn a green light to steal over there. 3 for 4 and stolen bases attempt on the year, so not a big runner, but trying to get that runner in a scoring position for Dawson. Didn't like that pitch on the outside corner, called a strike, but been called one all day by our home plate umpire. So got to make the adjustments as a hitter, even if you don't think it's a strike.
So far, the umpire have done a good job so far.
Yeah, been consistent. You're gonna have a little bit of a bigger zone at this level. You're not gonna get a D1 strike zone.
Right.
So you're gonna get a little bit either up, top of the zone, bottom of the zone, in or out. Changes on the umpire, but as a hitter, you got to adjust. You're in the 6th inning. You know what the zone is by now.
1-2 the count. Bounce over, and Vaughn will go over to second.
Yep. So she was running on that pitch. She'll get the stolen base, her 4th of the season, and Schreiber did not give James a chance as she bounced that one. And now just
so 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Went up high. So 3-2. Full count on the way for Izzy Dawson. So here we go. Full count. And a walk on the way.
That one just missed Lowen in there for the free pass, and that's going to bring up number 77, Jordan Humitz.
Jordan Humitz, who was definitely shaken up earlier. Now is back on her feet.
Yeah, good to see her remaining in the game after that collision with Mercado. I mean, everything checked out on the concussion protocol, and she's good to stay in.
Ground over the first, and what a catch made, but it went into foul territory.
Yeah, so even though Sua was in fair territory, it's based on where the ball was, and that ball was clearly foul, and our home plate umpire was on top of it. Good call, by him on that one.
So Jordan Humitz 0 for 2 today. Her 3rd at-bat attempt. Only had 1 RBI and 1 strikeout. And the count is 1-1.
Yeah, that one just missed a little bit high, even the count for Humitz.
Goes over to the right. There's 1. And now run. That's out. That's out.
Great diving play by Hyde. She dove, made the stop, tossed it to second base in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll head to
bottom of the 6th.
Yep, 12-5 Aquinas. Great play by Sarah Hodge.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The score is now 12-5 in favor of Aquinas as we are now into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Got Lily Morissette going to lead off for LTU.
She is 2 for 2 today. And went down, and it'll be a ball.
Yep, as you mentioned, Morissette, good day at the plate. Came in hitting just 209, but 2 hits, so that average is going to bump up here in game 1. See if she can keep it going.
And it's a strike, so 1-1.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there by Bennett.
Morissette making her 3rd at-bat attempt. She only had 2 hits so far to her name, and she had a double.
Ooh. I think that one, she bounced it off her leg on the follow-through. And you don't see a pitcher miss by that much too often.
Yeah. So Nina Bennett making her 2nd appearance at the mound.
Yep. Fun fact for Morissette, her father is a professor at LTU. Her mother also a professor at Michigan Dearborn, a conference foe. So,
wow.
Very intelligent family.
Wow. That's a
and her brother's on the baseball team here. So
yes, absolutely.
It's a family affair.
Family affair. And it's a strike.
That one bounced again. The catcher completes it there on the drop 3rd strike.
So out number 1 as Lily Morissette heads on back to the dugout. Next person up is Lauren 5. 0 for 2 today. This is her third at bat. And it's a strike.
He called it on the pitch. Fife looks back in disbelief. I don't think she went either. Can't really appeal to the first baseman since it's a lefty, so it's the home plate umpire's call. I'll respectfully disagree, but he has the final say, so it's 0-1 to Fife.
And it's popped up to foul territory way on back, so it'll be 0-2.
This is if your Fife you mentioned she's 0 for 2. She's most likely going to start in game 2. You're just trying to build some momentum going into the second game. So these at-bats aren't throwaway at-bats at all, even in a 7-run game. That one bounces from Bennett.
And it'll be 1-2, the count. And of course for Lily Five, of course, like we said, coming into the game, getting close to 300 on the batting average. So hopefully things will go up as this one go over to the left, and Fife will stay put at first.
Yeah, good piece of hitting by Fife. That one just shoots it through the left side for a base hit, and as I mentioned, looking to ride that momentum not just to the rest of this game, but into game 2 as top of the order. Sarah Hyde will come up. Not a hoarder, top of the order.
Yeah. So
Slip of the tongue here.
Sarah Hodge 1 for 3 today. And, she's not afraid to make sure to walk through.
Yep, you see this. She goes with the slap hitter approach. So they try to gain some momentum for the pitcher, use their speed, hit the ball on the ground primarily.
This is her 4th at-bat attempt. She only had 1 run and 1 hit so far. And she had a triple earlier in the first inning.
As mentioned earlier in the game, local product from Northville. Had her senior day this past Saturday. One of the best players in LTU softball history. Leads the all-time career batting average at .420.
And I remember watching a video of her before we went on the air. And she definitely, of course, wanted to be a nurse. So
We have a lot of nursing majors on not just this team, but all our teams here at LTU, one of our most popular majors. A couple of our basketball student athletes, nursing majors as well. One of them in the press box with us right now.
And it went over to right field, and Sarah Hodge will stay put at first.
Good to see Hodge get a hit there as her senior year winding down. As we said, hasn't been the average-wise or record-wise the year she wanted, but she's a competitor and she's not going to give up, obviously. Good base hit there for Hodge. Going to bring Mercado in the 2 spot.
So Mercado is next, 0 for 2 today. This is her 3rd at-bat attempt. She only had 1 RBI, and it will foul off to right field.
Got to give credit to LTU this game. They got behind early 9-1, but they battled back. No quit in this young squad. So if you're Coach Baird, you like to fight and hope they can take that into game 2.
Hopefully for game 2, hopefully they'll have a different strategy going forward, and hopefully the rest of the way throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, just got behind early, and it's tough when you dig yourself that big a hole.
Goes over to left center.
Coach Baird gonna hold up. Fife at third. Smart play as that one was in shallow center.
So bases have been loaded here for the Blue Devils. And now it's all up to Callie Tatum.
Maybe a pitching change here coming for... Yep, looks like a pitching change coming for the Saints.
So Grace McGuire will be pitching up for the Saints. Like I said, bases have been loaded for the Blue Devils, so they're not ready to go out just yet. But they got some good momentum going forward, and hopefully they will have that momentum going into the second game of the series.
Yeah, and like you said, obviously the game's not over, but if you're looking, the win probability, it's in the Saints' favor right now. You need a big hit here, maybe a grand slam from Tatum, and change things a little bit, make it 12-9. But right now you're trying to build going into game 2 as the Saints really jumped all over you from the get-go. But as I mentioned a little bit earlier, good fight from LTU, and another strategy, they're making the Saints go into their bullpen here, something maybe Coach Cook didn't think he was going to have to do in the 5th inning, And now he's had to burn his third pitcher of the game. And this is who you want up if you're LTU. Tatum.
I definitely want to see Kelly Tatum trying to hit a grand slam.
This is your first game. This is what you want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is batting in the 3 spot for LTU, so that's usually your best hitter, and she has been this season.
3 for 3 so far for her. Her 4th at-bat appearance.
Ooh, swinging for the downs there.
And it's 0-1 on the count.
They got to give her credit. She didn't get cheated on that 0 pitch. She let it rip, and unfortunately,
No
a little bit off mark.
No RBI just yet. And it's popped up to right, and it's going to go into foul territory.
Going to give second life for Tatum. Tatum 16 strikeouts on the year, so she is susceptible to it, but she's also going to battle and use her speed. Looking for just to put one in play here, make the Saints make a play.
0-2 count.
Ooh.
Strike 3.
And she's going to be out with the runner on first base. They don't need to complete that play.
So strike 3 is the call. So next up is Morgan James, 1 for 3 today. 2 RBIs and a strikeout.
Let's give credit there to Grace McGuire. That was a tough task that Coach Cook gave her there to come in and face Tatum, and she sat her down there on strikes.
2 outs on the way and a wild pitch for McGuire.
That one bounced right back. It's good call by Coach Baird. And Fife on the read, staying set at third base. You're down 7, so you don't want to jeopardize 1 run there when you're down by this many.
So a ball and no strikes for Morgan James. 1-0 the count, and it's strike 1. So 1-1 the count.
Like the aggressiveness from James, hitters count up 1-0, and just swung through that one, that offering right there from McGuire.
Morgan James only had 1 hit and 2 RBIs today. And it's popped up to center field, and it's going to get down, and that'll do it for and that is out number 3. So that'll do it for the 6th inning of play. And I got to tell you, that would have been a good chance for one of the Blue Devils to get a run here. But nicely done for the Saints to trying to put things back where they needed to be. So 12-5 as we're going into the 7th inning. We'll take a break. First pitch on the way, and it'll be a strike. Ashley Snyder only had 1 RBI to our credit. As we are underway here in the top of the 7th inning.
Good hack by Snyder there. Fell that one straight back towards us.
So Grace Schreiber, 3 IPs so far with 1 ER. 2 strikeouts to her name. And it goes over to right field. And oh, what a catch! How about that from Larissa Mercado?
Oh, the Lanphier out there and right now.
Oh, yeah, Lauren
Started
Lanphier.
at third, yeah. But that was a great catch by Lanphier there to retire
Wow, what a catch that made from Lauren Lanphier out at right field.
Yeah, that was a tough ball. She kind of ran right across, and she made a nice catch there.
So next person up is Brianna Adams Zach. 1-for-1 today. This is her third, or second, I should say. Second at-bat appearance. So this is the last chance for Aquinas to try to get themselves on the board. So 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, just Aquinas maybe trying to get a couple insurance runs. Obviously, 7-run lead's pretty safe, but you never know in college softball.
Went up high, 2-1.
Got to give credit to Schreiber here, as you touched on at the beginning of the inning here. Done a great job coming in and eating some innings for LTU.
Of course, Adams may only have 1 run and 1 hit as it goes into right field. And once again, Lanphier makes the grab.
She's been automatic out there. I think every ball that she's had a reasonable chance to catch and some, she's done it. So good job in the outfield by Lanphier. 2 outs. Looks like that's going to bring up. Getting blocked out on the number here.
Emily Klein.
Yep, thank you.
Emily Klein 0-for-1 today. Her second at-bat today.
Pitch hit in the last inning, so Klein getting her second at-bat, as you mentioned, and freshman from Eaton Rapids, Michigan.
Went up high, 1-1.
Klein came in hitting 167, limited appearances, 3 for 18 coming in, so just a freshman getting some more experience for Coach Cook.
Goes in at right field, and Klein hopefully will stay put at first if she can, and she will.
Yeah, good job again by Tatum cutting that ball off, getting it in quickly. As you mentioned, holding Klein to just a single.
And of course, for Emily Klein, she is not risking any chance of trying to go into second. So Kayla Fassiston, 0-for-1 today, making her second at-bat appearance. Has one hop over to left, throw it to first, and got it for out number 3.
Yeah, good job by Morissette on the left side of the infield. Comes in, charges the ball, makes a good throw over to Sua, and a clean inning for LTU as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now heading to the bottom of the 7th. This is the last chance for the Blue Devils to try to get things going here, as Aquinas has a 12-5 lead. And going first for the final inning for Lawrence Tech is Macy Lawler, 0-for-3 today. She only has an RBI and a strikeout to her name.
And Lawler looking to get her first hit of the day. She takes a first pitch strike. Good job by McGuire there, getting ahead.
And of course, Grace McGuire is definitely getting things going since she came on.
That one at the top of the zone for strike 2.
Strike number 2.
Lawler, Macomb, Michigan native, so relatively close to the Southfield campus.
So let's see how things will go for 0-2.
Good eye by Lawler there. That one bounced. Juniors here, usually in the DP spot for LTU. Sometimes plays outfield, sometimes first base, but a bat that Coach Baird wants in the lineup as often as she can get.
And it went down, and it'll be 2-2. So still a good chance for Macy Lawler to try to get her first hit of this game.
Yep, battling back from 0-2 and see if she gets a fastball here from McGuire.
Way up high, so it'll be a full count, 3-2.
Looks like she got that fastball, but McGuire just yanked it up and out of the zone. So always take pride as a hitter when you get an 0-2 count, get all the way back to 3-2, make the pitcher work.
Full count, payoff pitch.
Oh, spin on that one.
Into fair territory, and she'll be out at first.
See the English on that one, Jan. Maybe cue shot there off the end of the bat. And looked like it was going to go foul initially, but just spun, stayed inside that line, and an easy out at first for Humitz.
Lauren Lanfer is next. She made 2 catches back in the top of the 7th inning. She's 1 for 3 today, had an RBI and a strikeout. Popped up to center, and Lampier hopefully going over to first, and she will.
Yeah, just bounced that one right off the turf, and playing on turf fields, that speeds up the action a little bit, and one hop right over the pitcher's head. And nice to see, as you touched on there, and she had 2 nice catches. Like to see her get a hit, and she got just that in the 7th inning here for the Blue Devils.
So Gloriana Sua, who have been doing the work in pitching at the mound earlier in this game, 0 for 2 today, making her 3rd at bat.
Takes that first one low as McGuire just bounced it in there. Sua's got some power, hit a walk-off on Saturday in Game 1 against Indiana Tech.
Yeah, she did. She hit that walk-off winner.
Looks like McGuire's struggling to find the zone now here. When you're up 7 runs, you really just want to throw a lot of fastballs around the zone and don't give any free passes to LTU, as that's what's going to hurt you for the Saints right now. So good job by the catcher. Sharon going out and trying to calm down McGuire. Maybe just reiterating as I just mentioned, you're up by a lot. Relax, get the ball over the plate. Most of the time, batters are going to make the outs themselves.
Can Gloriana Sua get the Blue Devils back in this game? Popped up to center, and it gets away. Lamfer now goes over to second, and it will be an RBI single for Gloriana Sua.
Good job. The last 2 hitters for LTU taking it right back up the middle for some base hits to center field, as you mentioned, and that brings up Morissette, who has some power on the year, 3 home runs. So this one's getting a little bit interesting if you're the Saints.
2 for 3 today, making her 4th at-bat. Only have 1 strikeout to her name. Way down, and it will be ball number 1.
Morissette, as we mentioned, 3 home runs, 3 doubles as well. 28th start this year, so a lot of experience for the freshman from Farmington Hills.
1-0 the count. Way down, and it'll be 2-0. Oh, and to be honest, I won't be surprised if Morissette will be in the starting lineup for game number 2. I think she has definitely put up some good work here, putting some good numbers up on the board, and hopefully she'll get through this for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, definitely someone that, as you see, 28 starts now in 31 games. She's played most of the doubleheaders, and just an asset for Coach Baird defensively as well. Can play right, can play short. So anytime you can move around the diamond, you have more chances to play for a coach.
McGuire is definitely looking on. Here is a 2-1 count, and it's 2-2.
Good take by Morissette. That one looked towards the top of the zone. Not what you want if you're Lily, so good take, and we'll reset here at 2-2. Ooh.
Strike 3 for Morissette will bring the 2nd out of this game. So this could be the last chance for Lauren Fife.
Yeah, what a pitch by McGuire there. Looked like she kind of crossed her up with the off-speed pitch, and Morissette dead red on the fastball, and she just swung through that offering.
2 for and it will go short throughout the first, and this game is over. The Aquinas Saints take game one of a two-game series as they win this game 12-5. Ryan, your thoughts on this game of game number one?
Yeah, we touched on it early on. Unfortunately, Sua, the freshman for LTU, just got off to a rough start, unable to find the zone. And as we mentioned, Saints, number 14th in the country, they can hit the ball, and they took advantage of those miscues. And credit to LTU for fighting back, getting in this game, but just dug too big of a hole too early, in my opinion, Young.
So, of course, for the Blue Devils, like they did against Indiana Tech, hopefully they could try to find a way to split this series going forward. But how can they do that in game number two?
Yeah, I think the first key for Coach Barry, she's got her ace, Clover Brand, out there on the mound. Someone that's a sophomore, so another year of experience under her belt. So hoping to get a better outing there. And you saw the bats come alive at the end of game two. And if you're the coaching staff for LTU, you hope that rolls at the end of game one, you hope that rolls right into game two, as we saw a couple more hits in the later stages of this game.
So, of course, both teams are giving a talk to each other here. And, of course, for the Blue Devils, of course, they are 6-27 on the season. And, of course, for Aquinas, they are 26-5 on the season. But hopefully there's still plenty of time left. We got game two coming up this series. So we'll just step aside and hopefully we'll get ready for game number two. So for me, Jan Voger, alongside Ryan O'Leary, we'll see you back here for game number two of the series between Lawrence Tech and Aquinas. Take care, everybody. Hello, everybody, and we welcome you back to Madonna Athletic Complex on the campus of Madonna University here in Livonia. As we are ready and set for game number 2 of this doubleheader series between the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and the Aquinas Saints. Aquinas winning the first game by a final of 12-5. And Clover Brandt will get the start for this second game, the starting pitcher for this second game. And Nicole and Courtney Harden, who have made 3 runs and 4 for BBs in the first game. And the count is now 1-1. Went down right through the 5-hole of Morgan James. And the count now is 2-1. 2-1. Jobbers who left, but it'll be in foul territory. So 2-2 the count. As we are underway here in the second game of this doubleheader series. And of course, for Clover Brandt with a 5.85 ERA. She only had 1 win in her 13 appearances coming into today. And now we'll get a payoff pitch. Going to right, and that was ripped right to left foul territory. And of course, for Courtney Harden, if you missed the first broadcast, of course, Courtney Harden at the full count, and once again, it is foul territory. But like I said, for Courtney Harden, 351 batting average, started at all but 1. So once again, it's a full count. So here we go, full count. And it's a walk for Courtney Harden. So for the second time in this doubleheader series, or third time I should say, Courtney Harden got a walk. So next person up is Leah Vaughn. So Leah Vaughn, who has made 3 at-bats in the first game, made 2 runs and 1 hit. Get it up. Oh, and that was definitely close to Leah Vaughn. So 1 ball ahead. And of course, Leah Vaughn had made. And now we'll get a strike. Of course, Harding and along with Vaughn were one of the base runners in that first game. And it popped up to center, and what a grab that was for the first out of this game, too. So, what a start for the Blue Devils in the going. I mean, now, here's Izzy Dawson. Whereas Izzy Dawson had made 3 at-bat appearances, and it gets away, and Harding will now go up to second. And of course, Courtney Harding not afraid to do some base running. So 1-0 is the count. As Clover Brandt goes over, and now it's ball 2. She has a 93.1 IP. And it's popped up to right. And Lever able to grab it. She has been outstanding, making both of these catches late in game number 1. And now 2 down for the Saints. So Jordan Hummets, next person up. She was shaking up a little bit in game number 1. And now that pitch gets away once again from Clover Brandt. And like I said for Nicole Harden, she is not afraid to do some base running as she now goes over to third. Right now for Clover Brandt in her start for game number 2 is trying to see where her confidence needs to be. Trying to make sure she doesn't have her confidence goes out. As this one's going to right field, way back, and it goes off the wall. 1 run will score, and going to second was Jordan Hummets. So it is an RBI double for Jordan Hummets. What a way to start things off here for the Saints, just like what they did in game number 1 of this series. So Morgan James giving Clover Brandt some tactics instructions. And Kaylin Stanford is the person up next. And we'll get 1 ball here. Stafford made 3 at-bat appearances, only had 1 run and 1 RBI. So let's see what Clover Brandt can do this time. Runs in second. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And for Dawson, for Stafford, 440. Which was the highest batting average for this team this season. And now it's 1-2. The pitch went inside. She has started in every match so far. Now this will be her 31st start of the season. And it went down. So 2-2 on the way. So runs in second position. That's Jordan Hummets. And it went up high. So full count on the way for Kaylin Stafford. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for the top of the first inning. So not bad start for Clover Brandt. But as we get ready for the bottom of the first, is 1-0 in favor of the Saints.